Magic and Doctor Strange can tell you what to expect during the ritual.
I will ask one of them.
No rush.
Yes?
How does this ritual work?
This is the ritual. You focus on the past, Nico zaps you with her staff, Strange chants and waggles his fingers, then you remember. Maybe.
So why are you here?
Should the zapping, chanting, and waggling go bad, I will open a portal to Limbo and push you inside before the explosion.
There is a chance I might explode.
A very small chance. Unlikely.
How concerned should I be about exploding?
Slightly more than usual.
Does Strange have any other details about the ritual?
Ha! Far too many.
That is all I need to know.
Tell Nico, and don't explode.
Hunter, I'm glad you're present for the inaugural meeting.
Of what, exactly?
Why, the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism, the Abbey's local chapter of the Esoteric Mystical Order.
Right, emo kids. So, the ritual?
Regarding your resurrection, we had to meticulously reunite your corpus, or physical vessel, with your animus, or spiritual essence.
How does this relate to the ritual?
Animating your corpus was the easy part, but your essence, your thoughts, hopes, fears, and dreams, that was the slipperiest eel.
Does the ritual require eels?
But now, with the plenary potential of Miss Minoru's Staff of One to focus Miss Rasputin's enigmatic energies, I, Dr. Strange,
The ritual?
the Sorcerer Supreme, shall pluck from unreality your mislaid memory, thought lost to time and death. I shall stare those cosmic forces in their many eyes and shout, "Nay!"
Doctor Strange, the ritual. How does it work?
Didn't I just explain? I could start with the fundamental underpinnings of the multiverse theory if it would help.
Just tell me what to expect.
Ah, yes. You will focus on recalling what was lost as we do everything in our power to restore it. Simple, really.
first part's easy. I need you to focus on your last memories before you fought Lilith.
Will this help me remember?
I can't answer that. When I start, you'll be the one making the repairs. The rest of us are here to keep you steady.
All right.
If you're ready, we can begin.
I am ready.
Now, Hunter, tell us what you see.
I raced through the Abbey grounds. Angry. Terrified. It is too late. We were not ready. My foot slips, but I catch myself. I run with my blades exposed. I am completely alone. The moonlight guides my path. My lungs ache. My heart pounds. I rush toward my doom. I cannot. No!
Whoa! We all saw that, right?
I have no words to describe it.
Finally.
Well, how about that? Your final moments are there, just buried deep inside.
It did not work.
Not yet, but we made progress. I'm sure we can figure out a way for you to remember more the next time.
Next time?
Heck yeah! Emo kids meet every lunar alignment, or, you know, whenever we're free on a slow night. Oh, and we need ingredients. Magic will send a list to your spark. If you bring enough, we can refine them into more useful mystical objects. We're done for today, but I'll be in touch about the next meeting. Catch you later.
How's it going?
Privyet, Hunter.
We need to talk.
Yes?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Hey, Hunter.
Hunter. Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of practice dummies to beat on.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter?
Salutations, Hunter.
Hey. You might feel like you need to hold back in training, but I'm glad you're not taking it easy on Hydra. Any sign of Arms Zeta? They're supposed to be Hydra's special project squad.
Yes, hello. Oh, hey, Hunter. They're not always glamorous, but these missions are still crucial to stopping Lilith.
Yeah, a little bit. Cause you can't even talk to her without just trying to tell her she having a party at work. She went to the forge.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
You know, I really could do just as well without you loitering back there.
How else am I going to steal your secrets if I can't see what you're up to?
I doubt you'd find anything suitable among my secrets anyway.
Whoa, wait a minute. Can it be? Did you just make a suit joke?
I didn't hurt it.
How's it going, boss? Analyzing. What do you think?
See what we got.
Farewell.
No pain, no gain. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
Constant innovation. That's the stark promise.
We need any advantage we can get. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Haha, Nothing's gonna stop me now.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
I can see why you say that. Ready for more?
Lucky day, huh?
Let's do it.
I wasn't holding back.
I don't let anybody win. That was all you.
Everything by the numbers. I'd say send them out for the experience, but I think we're...
The target is targeting.
I got 2 words for you, Hunter. Intel, caches. If you've... See you soon.
You seem so much wiser than your years.
Thanks. I do enjoy flattery. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
What you doing, Charlie? Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face. You're the best girl. You know that, right? What is it, Charlie? Find something?
Why, hello, Hunter. Yes?
have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
Good. I don't know where to put this. That is Nico's problem now.
I needed that.
How do you keep your mind from jellifying? Aliens, doomsday prophecies, demons, elder gods?
Are you experiencing existential dread spirals?
Yes. How do I stop my science-minded brain melting into whimpering sludge?
Enjoy your favorite dishes with friends. Taste buds ground us in reality, and good company provides distraction.
Oh man, Aunt May makes the best clam linguine. No matter what I'm dealing with, that recipe makes me whole.
Unfortunately, home cooking is not anyone's forte at the Abbey.
Is it reckless to ask Ileana to open a portal for some takeout? Never mind. I heard myself say it. It does seem frivolous. You know what? Perhaps the best way to get my head on straight is to learn to cook. I'm gonna try my hand at Aunt May's clam linguine.
Noodles and seafood.
Yeah. I think it'll be my way of eating tentacled gods. I will literally eat my fears. Thanks, Hunter. I think that was helpful. The sky routinely cracks open these days, so I guess I really don't know anything.
Good girl, Charlie.
Well met, Hunter.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
Could we speak in private?
Will this lead to the two of us shouting at one another?
I cannot see how.
Then yes.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic Surprise Party.
A surprise party? Have you met Magic?
Why do you say that?
Oh, just a feeling. What does Nico want from me?
Can you handle the cake?
Of course. The trick will be hiding the icing. Magic's sweet tooth can lead her to cupcakes at 50 paces.
Another person appears on the planet, Cumber, the God Killer, who after being disappointed in his battles against the gods of destruction, is seeking opponents who can offer him some challenge. What will happen now that Cumber has finally confronted Goku and Vegeta? Find out. Episode 14, The Monstrous Power of the God Killer. While Goku and Master Roshi were fighting, watched by God Vegeta, God Yamcha, and Krillin, something catches their attention. A beam of black energy falls from the sky, hitting the forest with tremendous power, causing a massive explosion. After the explosion, a gigantic dust cloud is raised, and from this dust emerges a warrior. It's Cumber, the God Killer. Seeing this man, Goku and Vegeta recognize him as an extremely dangerous opponent. Looking at them, Cumber says he was looking forward to meeting them. Suddenly, Cumber rushes toward Vegeta, delivering a punch. Vegeta blocks the punch, and as soon as he feels Cumber's hand on his forearm, he realizes that his punch is very heavy. This guy is strong, Vegeta thinks, but he doesn't stand still and counterattacks with a punch that Cumber defends, clearly, also feeling the weight of his hand. "Oh, very good," he comments. A series of punches begins, with each clash of their fists releasing strong electrical currents that spread through the area and even knocks down the trees in the surrounding forest. Krillin, Master Roshi, and God Yamcha wonder who the heck this guy is, who suddenly arrived with such an attitude. Looking closely at Cumber, they realize quickly by his appearance that he is a Saiyan. But they don't understand why he attacked Vegeta. Goku, overhearing their conversation, says that this guy is probably the leader of the evil Saiyans, and clarifies that he and Vegeta do not belong to the group. Vegeta lands a punch at Cumber's face and tries to retaliate with another, but the God of Destruction ducks and hits his ribs with another punch, and then spins, delivering the kick to the face of the larger Saiyan. But Cumber retaliates with a very strong punch to Vegeta's chest, sending him flying. But shortly after, Vegeta manages to stop his forced motion in the air, and then faces his opponent for a few moments. This guy is tough, he thinks. Cumber praises Vegeta, saying that he moves very well, and also has very tough attacks, but believes that Vegeta can show much more. Vegeta asks how Cumber knows about him and Goku, since he said he was looking forward to meeting them. Cumber says he saw what they did to his two soldiers, Shorty and Scarface, and wanted to meet them, especially Vegeta, who dresses like a god of destruction, but he doesn't know him. Cumber says he's very curious about them because they are clearly Saiyans, but they do not belong in his army and are much stronger than normal people. Vegeta asks who he is and how he has such evil energy. "I am Cumber, the God Killer, and for you that's enough information." Cumber moves toward Vegeta again, this time even faster, surprising the God of Destruction by appearing in front of him in the blink of an eye to deliver a kick. The target of the kick is Vegeta's ribs, which crack as they receive the attack. Groaning in pain, he notices that this guy's speed has increased dramatically out of nowhere. After receiving this very forceful kick, Vegeta tries to respond with a punch, but Cumber grabs his hand and pulls Vegeta down by the hand while delivering a knee to his face, stunning Vegeta and then landing a sequence of several punches, causing Vegeta's bones and muscles to vibrate from the impact of the blows. Vegeta retaliates with a punch to Cumber's abdomen, but he withstands the attack very well and responds with an elbow to Vegeta's face, once again destabilizing the God of Destruction, who now receives a sequence of kicks. Watching all of this, Goku can't believe that Vegeta is being pressured like this, and he concludes that this guy named Cumber is definitely no joke. After a well-applied sequence of kicks, Cumber spins and lands a punch right in Vegeta's chest, sending him flying. But these attacks only serve to enrage the God of Destruction, who launches himself at the evil Saiyan while letting out a war cry. He unleashed a powerful punch which Cumber narrowly dodged by leaning backward. Vegeta continued with a sequence of rapid and devastating blows, but Cumber proved to be agile, blocking each blow with precision. Cumber countered with a spinning kick that Vegeta managed to block with crossed arms. The force of the kick sent tremors through Vegeta's body, but he maintained his posture. In response, Vegeta unleashed his ki with great power, pushing the evil Saiyan away. Vegeta begins to emanate his destructive power while firing a sequence of ki spheres at the enemy, which he dodges in the air, and then responds with a torrential burst of energy toward the destroyer, who dodges and then causing a rock to split in half behind him, and responds with an energy glow that, when the God of Destruction dodges, causes a huge portion of the terrain to disappear. Yamcha, Krillin, and Master Roshi are very concerned about this because if they continue at this rate, the Earth will be destroyed. Goku says that Vegeta won't allow that to happen, and they can rest assured about it. Two waves of power collide. Vegeta and Cumber engage in an energy clash, with the God Killer starting to gain ground, his energy advancing against Vegeta's at a considerable speed. "It can't be that I'll lose in this," the God of Destruction exclaims. He raises his ki.
Most of my technical aptitude was just playing video games. ECPI University is helping individuals, even those with minimal computer experience, pursue a future in cybersecurity.
With ECPI, you just jump right in. "It can't be that I'll lose in this," the God of Destruction exclaims. He raises his ki with his purple aura intensifying. Starting to fall behind, Cumber also begins to raise his ki, emitting an aura of transparent energy, thus equalizing the contest. The concentration of power at the center of the two energies is so great that it generates a massive explosion. So massive that it devastates the entire area. Seeing the massive explosion before them, everyone becomes very worried, including Goku, who says that Vegeta should have avoided that. But Vegeta is more concerned about something else. The intense exchange of attacks between him and Cumber that has just restarted, with both of them unleashing attacks at full throttle. Above them, the sky begins to darken, with clouds starting to release their electrical bursts in the form of lightning and thunder. The sound of thunder being drowned out only by the powerful shockwaves echoing throughout the arena. Cumber lands an attack on Vegeta that stuns him, but before he can land the next attack, a key sphere explodes right in his face. Then he tries to respond by also launching an energy sphere at Vegeta, but the Saiyan God dodges while advancing and delivers a powerful punch to the God Killer's abdomen, who manages to respond with a knee to the jaw of the God of Destruction, followed by a spinning kick to the abdomen and a point-blank energy blast that pushes Vegeta away. After receiving the energy blast, Vegeta immediately responds with a very powerful Hakai, released in the form of an energy spear. Cumber dodges and the energy heads towards Earth. Seeing that Earth would be destroyed by the attack, Vegeta flies toward the energy sphere to prevent it from hitting the planet, but Cumber stops him with a kick to the face. Fortunately, Goku is agile, teleporting himself in front of the destruction energy sphere and redirecting it upward with a kick, letting that sphere filled with contained destructive power explode in space. After doing this, Goku shouts at Vegeta to be more careful and asks him what's happening. While being cornered by a sequence of Cumber's attacks, Vegeta responds by saying that it's not easy to control himself while fighting this guy. Vegeta tries to land a punch on Cumber, but he grabs his arm, puts his hand on his chest, and unleashes a point-blank, massive wave of power that sends Vegeta far away. Cumber was about to pursue Vegeta to continue the fight, but he's stopped by 3 energy waves launched at the same time, all of which he needs to dodge. Looking at the direction of where the attack came from, he saw that the culprits were Master Roshi, Krillin, and Yamcha. They say they won't allow these two to destroy the Earth. Cumber says that they, worms, shouldn't interfere, and then in the blink of an eye, he moves as fast as teleportation to the backs of the 3, and before they could react, he points his hand at them and releases an aura of black energy that envelopes their bodies. Once enveloped by this power, the 3 start freaking out. Goku becomes very worried about this and shouts for his friends. Cumber orders them not to let Goku interfere further in the fight, and then the 3 go in Goku's direction to attack him. Goku starts dodging their attacks while futilely asking them to stop. Vegeta returns to Cumber, emanating even more power and fury, landing a very strong knee to his face. But Cumber grabs Vegeta's leg after the knee strike and throws him with force to the ground, shattering the ground as if it were glass. After that, he begins to punish Vegeta with multiple punches on the ground, filling his body with multiple attacks from his extremely heavy fists. And after a sequence of dozens of punches, Cumber steps away from the ground while attacking with dozens more key spears, which explode all over Vegeta. But a larger explosion occurs, which is the explosion of destructive power caused by Vegeta emanating his power with even more fury. The Saiyan God advances against Cumber in a vertical flight, landing a very powerful punch to the larger Saiyan's jaw, and then begins to pummel him with a barrage of very strong punches and kicks. "You worm! Who do you think you are attacking me like this?" The Saiyan Prince roars. Goku is in a tough spot dealing with the attacks from Krillin, Yamcha, and Master Roshi, with all 3 Earthlings attacking him with all they have, completely berserk. Goku notices that their technical skills have greatly diminished because due to this madness that has taken over them, they are no longer using Ultra Instinct. But on the other hand, the raw power has grown significantly, just like what happened with those 2 Saiyans who attacked Tien's home planet. There's a moment when Master Roshi attacks Goku with a low blow, which he dodges with a jump, and then Yamcha comes to catch him in mid-air with a flying kick. But Goku also dodges, stopping his jump and lying in the air, letting Yamcha pass right over him. And finally, Krillin leaps to attack him from above with a kick, which Goku also dodges by somersaulting in the air, letting Krillin pass straight by and hit the ground below. After distancing himself from the 3, Goku reflects on the difficulty of his situation, because if he knocks out the 3, they will completely be destroyed by his evil energy, just like what happened with those 2 Saiyans. On the other hand, he can't just keep dodging forever. Goku shouts for Vegeta, asking him to use Forced Spirit Fission again, just like they did to save Tien. Vegeta, who was punishing Cumber with an almost endless sequence of blows, hears Goku's request and finishes his combo with a downward kick to the top of Cumber's head, sending him crashing forcefully into the ground. After pushing the enemy away, Vegeta flies toward Goku and the others to help them, but to his surprise, Cumber has already recovered and returned to the sky, stopping in front of him. "You bastard, get off my back," Vegeta shouts. "Not yet, God of Destruction. I still have much to show." Cumber begins to unleash his power.
Hey, if your partner is being secretly killed, you need to do this now. Most people are unaware this simple, yet powerful website exists. If you feel suspicious...
Cumber begins to unleash his power. This time, instead of the transparent energy aura, he starts to release his original power, the aura of black energy. Feeling the weight of that evil energy, Vegeta understands that this time the enemy will use his true power, and then decides to respond in kind, raising his destructive ki even higher, with both emitting strong electrical currents around their power auras. Vegeta asks Cumber who he is, where he came from, and what is the strange power he possesses. Cumber says he doesn't want to answer questions, he just wants to fight and kill. Cumber advances, but this time Vegeta advances to meet him. Vegeta attacks with a knee, and Cumber with an elbow. Knee and elbow collide, generating a huge wave of impact and destruction. Then a flurry of blows comes from both sides, with each trying to overpower the other with extremely strong and violent sequences. The intensity of the battle increases with each passing second. Both Saiyans are determined to prove their superiority. Cumber increases his aggression, taking the lead over Vegeta in terms of the number of blows. His fists flew toward the Prince of Saiyans, who skillfully dodged the attacks and then countered with a barrage of precise strikes, now taking the lead in the number of attacks. But soon the two are in balance again, delivering an equal amount of equally violent blows. The impacts were deafening and created craters in the ground every time their fists met. Vegeta concentrates his power and releases a huge energy sphere towards Cumber. The attack is devastating, creating a shockwave that sweeps the surrounding area as it passes. Cumber reacts quickly, forming a barrier of energy in the shape of a wall to protect himself. Vegeta's energy sphere collides with Cumber's barrier, causing an explosion that illuminates the sky and generates more heat than the scorching sun of the afternoon itself. Cumber seizes the opportunity to launch himself at Vegeta again, and this time with a series of precise punches and kicks. Vegeta defends himself with a mastery, blocking and dodging Cumber's blows, while launching his own quick and powerful attacks. The battle unfolds at high speed, with both Saiyans moving with impressive agility. They push their abilities to the limit, testing their strength and endurance. The earth trembles under the impact of their attacks, and the battlefield is turning into a zone of destruction. Meanwhile, Goku tries to figure out how to deal with the three Earthlings who attack him with all they have. Goku realizes that Vegeta won't come to help him, so he needs to find a way to restrain the three without knocking them out. Krillin launches a Kienzan at Goku while Yamcha launches a Sokidan, and as Goku dodges, they manipulate the attacks back toward him. Goku manages to dodge the attacks somewhat easily, but he ends up being caught by Master Roshi's Bankoku Bikuri Show technique. The electric wave released by the old master paralyzes Goku, who is electrocuted while watching Yamcha's Ki Sphere and Krillin's destructive disc approaching. Knowing that he couldn't receive those attacks, Goku releases his power suddenly, dispersing the electric aura that paralyzed him, and then dodges both the Sokidan and Kienzan, which, coming from different directions, end up colliding with each other and self-destructing. After missing these attacks, the three decide to join forces and unleash a powerful Kamehameha trio against Goku, who responds with a Kamehameha of his own. Cumber falls forcefully to the ground after receiving some attack from Vegeta, but the Saiyan God wants more and descends from the sky, landing on the evil Saiyan and pummeling his face with furious punches. While pummeling his enemy, Vegeta says he's going to make him pay for all those blows. But Cumber throws Vegeta into the air, releasing an aura of power, and then launches a series of energy attacks that send Vegeta back into the sky with multiple small explosions. Then Cumber catches the God of Destruction in the air with a very powerful knee to his stomach, followed by an elbow to his back that makes Vegeta spew his divine blood. But the Destroyer doesn't let it go, retaliating also with an elbow, but in Cumber's neck, causing him to recoil without air. But the God Killer becomes even more breathless after receiving a precise punch to his stomach, and then another direct punch that crushes his lungs. With his hands over his extremely painful chest, Cumber retreats in the air, vomiting his own blood. Vegeta advances against him, preparing another punch and saying it's not over yet. But to Vegeta's surprise, the enemy, who was previously cornered in pain, suddenly charges at him, intercepting his punch with a kick to the face. And then he begins to carry Vegeta through the sky with a series of extremely powerful and devastating punches. How can it be? This guy is getting stronger and stronger, Vegeta exclaims in his thoughts. The Kamehameha showdown continues, with Goku maintaining a balance with the three Earthlings. Goku could end this confrontation by raising his power, but instead he decides to keep the contest going, even as Master Roshi, Krillin, and God Yamcha exert themselves to try to overcome him, increasing their powers and spending more and more energy. While maintaining the contest, Goku focuses on the three of them as if he's waiting for something. After a while, Goku notices something, and apparently what he was waiting for happens. He suddenly increases his ki, causing his Kamehameha to simply overpower the attack of the three. Losing the contest, they have no choice but to dodge, but this is when Goku teleports behind them, and then creating his ki avatar, he grabs all three with the giant hands of the avatar. Caught by the giant, they begin to struggle to break free, but Goku concentrates to hold them firmly with his energy projection. Goku's plan was to make them waste energy with the Kamehameha, thus weakening them to the point where he can contain them with his technique. And in this way, he doesn't have to exert so much effort to dodge their attacks. However, this plan is not perfect, as they will continue to emit energy to break free. Goku looks at Vegeta and hopes he ends the fight soon, or else the three will die. Vegeta is launched onto a boulder, his body sinking into the rocks. Then an energy shot hits him and then completely destroys.
So I've been looking for like different ways to get a tech job because bro, people in tech right now are living their life. They work from home, they make so much money. I came across Merit America because they became like partners with Google and stuff. And like they don't even make you pay until you make 40K a year. Now that my daughter's in school, I feel like I'm gonna apply for. Let's go get that money.
Then an energy shot hits him and then completely destroys the entire rock in an explosion that takes the form of an energy pillar. But Vegeta emerges from the energy, advancing to attack. He is not shaken by the attack. On the contrary, he now emits even more power. Vegeta's punch lands forcefully on Cumber's face, unsettling the balance of the evil Saiyan. But Cumber also responds with a punch to Vegeta's face, which he withstands better. Cumber staggers back, while Vegeta stands firm. Even out of breath, Vegeta smiles and taunts Cumber, saying that no matter how hard he tries, his power is greater. Cumber laughs at this and tells Vegeta not to underestimate him, as he has many tricks up his sleeve. Cumber quickly forms an artificial moon in his hand and launches it into the sky. When Vegeta sees the moon, he becomes very irritated, as he had forgotten about this detail. But even though he could destroy the moon before Cumber transforms, Vegeta decides not to do so. Goku complains about this, as Vegeta needs to finish this fight quickly to help Master Roshi, Krillin, and Yamcha. But Vegeta replies that he is not a coward and wants to face this guy, giving it his all. In no time, Cumber transforms into a giant ape, becoming an Ozaru. Even in his gigantic form, he disappears from Vegeta's view like lightning and reappears behind him, attempting a crushing punch. But Vegeta, aware of the speed increase, escapes the attack with a lateral flight and fires a ki blast at Cumber's face, which he deflects with a punch, and returns fire with an energy blast from his mouth, which God Vegeta dodges to respond with a punch, only to be countered by another of Cumber's punches. The giant and the small one engage in a very peculiar exchange of blows, where curiously, the giant has a speed equal to the small one, and the small one has a strength equal to the giant. Goku watches this battle very anxiously. He looks at the two fighters, and then at the three Earthlings who are trying their best to break free from his energy avatar. Goku realizes that their energy is depleting faster and faster, and if this continues, their bodies will soon be destroyed. Cumber manages to land a devastating blow on Vegeta, hitting him with both hands as if he were a fly. After that, he delivers a punch from above like hammering a nail, with Vegeta being the nail, and Vegeta is sent crashing into the ground. Finally, the God Killer steps on the god as if this divinity were just an ant. But using his absolutely insane strength, Vegeta lifts the giant's foot, emitting an absurd amount of power. Vegeta manages to escape from under the giant's foot and approaches him with a direct uppercut to the chin, stunning the Titan. After the first punch, Vegeta unleashes a sequence of attacks on Ozaru Cumber, making the gigantic being surprisingly retreat before his blows. How does your power keep growing? Cumber asks, impressed. Haven't seen anything yet, Vegeta replies. The Saiyan God stops the sequence of blows, and stepping back from Cumber begins to concentrate a high amount of power while saying, it's time to end this. Final Hakai. Vegeta unleashes his attack, charged with the power of destruction. But Cumber doesn't stand still. He responds with a powerful energy torrent launched from his mouth. The powers collide. However, the advantage of the destroyer is clear, and Ozaru's defeat seems certain. However, Cumber shouts, Kaioken increased 100 times. To Goku and Vegeta's complete shock, a massive crimson aura envelopes Cumber's titanic body, while his energy wave gains an abyssal volume. Faced with this massive power increase from Cumber, Vegeta begins to lose ground with his attack, retreating more and more as he wonders how this is possible. Goku also can't believe what he's seeing, and he can only deduce that Cumber copied Tien's Kaioken when he was dominated by the evil energy. But because his body is stronger, he can elevate his power even more than Tien. Goku shouts to Vegeta that he has to use Shinken now, or he will die. Vegeta, seeing that he had no option, begins to emanate his power. However, Kanba notices that it is a very different power, an energy that not even among the gods he has felt. At this moment, Vegeta's body transforms, revealing a form that when Cumber sees it, becomes simply mesmerized. And then Vegeta screams, releasing his power and his energy, which had been completely subdued. Simply starts to engulf the energy's energy, destroying that wave of power as it advances over it. In a fraction of seconds, all that majestic wave of Cumber's power disappears, and faced with a massive destruction power coming toward him, even this gigantic being shrinks like a child. To his surprise, Vegeta dissipates the energy. However, this is not a sign of mercy, as in the next second, the god of destruction pierces Cumber's chest with his body. Faced with this mortal wound, he reverts to his base form and falls to the ground defeated. After Cumber falls, Vegeta lands nearby, praising him for making him resort to the sword. Cumber asks what kind of power this is, and says he's never seen anything like it. Vegeta says this is Shinken, something that, to put it simply, is his ultimate form. Shinken, Cumber repeats. What an interesting power. Extending his hand to Cumber, Vegeta says he didn't let that energy attack destroy him, because the explosion would have destroyed the Earth along with it. But now he won't have an escape. But at this point, Cumber says it would be great to have Vegeta on his side. At this moment, a small cloud of Cumber's evil power that had detached from his body advances towards Vegeta, surrounding his body completely in a millisecond. Goku shouts in concern for Vegeta, who starts screaming as the evil energy around him begins to simply enter his body. While starting to laugh, Cumber says that this pure evil power will take over his body and make him a slave. Vegeta falls to his knees, feeling very unwell as he tries to resist it. Goku is extremely worried and asks if Vegeta is okay. But after a while, he stops wreathing and screaming, and then he stands up, looking at Goku. His gaze is filled with malice, and a wicked smile escapes the god of destruction's mouth. Oh no, Goku exclaims. Things couldn't be worse. Has Vegeta been overtaken by Cumber's evil power and become one of the completely insane and evil Saiyans under his control? Find out in the next episodes of Dragon Ball Shinken.
Doors. We're all waiting for our next big one to open. What's behind door number 3? We're just getting our footing. An Ultra Ego surpassed Mastered Ultra Instinct. Ultra Ego is Vegeta's most recent and strongest transformation, and even though it didn't earn him a win in the Granola arc, he most certainly showed that he now had a form that could rival Goku's. But can he surpass MUI like that? In the few instances we've seen MUI, the form looks impenetrable. At its peak, it grants Goku flawless defense and automatic offense. How can Yui surpass such feats of strength? During the Granola saga, we saw that Vegeta hadn't really mastered Ultra Ego. He got the theory all nailed down, but when it came to practice, it looked like the only thing he did was turn himself into a sentient punching bag. Therefore, what Vegeta must do is learn to think of destruction as the result of Ultra Ego, not as the fuel. Destroying his body makes him hit a limit, but if he manages to combine the strength of his pain with the strength of a destructive mindset, he will eventually be able to compete with Goku's strongest transformation. An Ultra Ego surpassed Mastered Ultra Instinct. Ultra Ego is Vegeta's most recent and strongest transformation, and even though it didn't earn him a win in the Granola arc, he most certainly showed that he now had a form that could rival Goku's. But can he surpass MUI like that? In the few instances we've seen MUI, the form looks impenetrable. At its peak, it grants Goku flawless defense and automatic offense. How can Yui surpass such feats of strength? During the Granola saga, we saw that Vegeta hadn't really mastered Ultra Ego. He got the theory all nailed down, but when it came to practice, it looked like the only thing he did was turn himself into a sentient punching bag. Therefore, what Vegeta must do is learn to think of destruction as the result of Ultra Ego, not as the fuel. Destroying his body makes him hit a limit, but if he manages to combine the strength of his pain with the strength of a destructive mindset, he will eventually...
During the Ice Age, the ocean levels dropped, exposing the Bering Strait land bridge between Asia and what is now Alaska. Our ancestors who come out of Africa go into Europe. Some stayed, others kept wandering. Some stayed low above the Mediterranean, others went high. They populate Asia. They keep walking because there's a land bridge there. They don't even know it's a bridge, it's just more land. And they enter North America. And from there, there's kind of the only way you can go is south at that point. The weather gets a little better. The Ice Age ends. The glaciers melt back into the oceans. The ocean levels rise, closing the land bridge, stranding a branch of the human species for 10,000 years. Now you have Europe, Asia, Africa, and North and South America, and they know nothing of one another. Now, Columbus crosses the Atlantic, makes contact with humans. This is the first time that has happened in 10,000 years. We have rejoined two branches of the human species. During the Ice Age, the ocean...
Have you been to Antarctica?
Yes, that's right. allowed to be there.
So, once the whole saving the world thing going.
I thought most people don't know who they are. They really don't. I know my name, I know my age, I know what that's not you though. You know, and you ask the average person who they are, they'll give you their name. They'll say, I'm Bob Proctor, but I'm not. Bob and Proctor are two words. My parents give them to me, they're called names. But it's not me, it's my name. And some people say, well, this is me, but this isn't me either, it's my body. Like, you never phone down here to the studio and say, body won't be in today, it's sick. Okay, you know, we don't say am hand or am leg. It's my hand, my leg, my body, my name.
Cain was well aware that the sacrifice had been rejected, but how did he know that?
What can we work on for you, Hunter?
God speak. What did God do as a sign that he accepted one and rejected the other? Two brothers, Cain the farmer and Abel the shepherd. One faithful day, these two brothers came to present sacrifices to God. Abel brought the best of his sheep, and Cain brought some yields from his farm. The Bible does not tell us how the sacrifices of Abel were accepted and those of Cain were rejected. Merely the fact that it occurred, but the Bible omits any further details. Now listen carefully. In Joshua 10 verse 13 and 2 Samuel 1 verse 18, the Bible made reference to a text called the Book of Jasher, and this is where things become more interesting. According to the Book of Jasher, it tells us that fire came from heaven and consumed only one sacrifice, and it was that of Abel. In contrast, Cain's sacrifices were not consumed by fire, and that is, Cain's sacrifices were rejected. Cain was well aware that the sacrifice had been rejected, but how did he know that? Did God speak? What did God do as a sign that he accepted one and rejected the other? Two brothers, Cain the farmer and Abel the shepherd. One faithful day, these two brothers came to present sacrifices to God. Abel brought the best of his sheep, and Cain brought some yields from his farm. The Bible does not tell us how the sacrifices of Abel were accepted and those of Cain were rejected. Merely the fact that it occurred, but the Bible omits any further details. Now listen carefully. In Joshua 10 verse 13 and 2 Samuel 1 verse 18, the Bible made reference to a text called the Book of Jasher, and this is where things become more interesting. According to the Book of Jasher, it tells us that fire came from heaven and consumed only one sacrifice, and it was that of Abel. In contrast, Cain's sacrifices were not consumed by fire, and that is, Cain's sacrifices were rejected. Cain was well aware that the sacrifice had been rejected, but how did he know that? Did God speak? What did God do as a sign that he accepted one and rejected the other? Two brothers, Cain the farmer and Abel the shepherd. One faithful day, these two brothers came to present sacrifices to God. Abel brought the best of his sheep, and Cain brought some yields from his farm. The Bible does not tell us how the sacrifices of Abel were accepted and those of Cain were rejected.
Astronomers just found the closest known black hole to Earth, and the interesting part is you can actually observe this black hole with a simple telescope. Gaia BH1 is a black hole located about 1560 light-years away from us, and it's part of a binary system with a star that is very similar to our Sun. This star orbits the black hole every 185 days at a distance of about 1.4 astronomical units. The discovery of Gaia BH1 is amazing for several reasons. First, it's the first unambiguous detection of a Sun-like star in a wide orbit around a stellar mass black hole in our galaxy. Second, it's the first detection of a black hole that does not depend on the mass of the star or the inclination of the orbit, which are usually sources of uncertainty or error. Third, it's the first detection of a black hole that does not involve any mass transfer or accretion disk, which are usually sources of emission or variability. This discovery opens up new possibilities for finding more black holes in the future, and the best part is that you can see it for yourself. Just look for the constellation of Taurus. Thanks for watching and keep looking up. Astronomers just found the closest known black hole to Earth, and the interesting part is you can actually observe this black hole with a simple telescope. Gaia BH1 is a black hole located about 1560 light-years away from us, and it's part of a binary system with a star that is very similar to our Sun. This star orbits the black hole every 100 units. The discovery of Gaia BH1 is amazing for several reasons. First, it's the first unambiguous detection of a Sun-like star in a wide orbit around a stellar mass black hole in our galaxy. Second, it's the first detection of a black hole that does not depend on the mass of the star or the inclination of the orbit, which are usually sources of uncertainty or error. Third, It's the first detection of a black hole that does not involve any mass transfer or accretion disk, which are usually sources of emission or variability. This discovery opens up new possibilities for finding more black holes in the future, and the best part is that you can see it for yourself. Just look for the constellation of Taurus. Thanks for watching and keep looking up.
One of the reasons I wanted to interview you was because you're the author of one of my favorite books ever in English, which is Everybody's Got a Plan Until He Gets Hit in the Face. 100%. Because people now, especially now, no one's gonna fight. People like talking now. They get on the stage, they get on YouTube, and they start talking. Yeah, and that's why some people are not made for handling criticism. They're just not made for something wrong that deep in when you criticize them. Yes.
Have you gotten better handling criticism? Have you gotten older?
Yes, but still, it can get even better. Sometimes I get my head into somebody.
Faustus.
One and the same. Well, I suppose you two do have some catching up to do.
Oh, you know, Hydra secrets, dastardly plans, the odd bomb launched in my face.
How soon before we begin the hunt?
Based on the intel we've recovered? Now. buddy, Dr. Faustus. He'll be thrilled to see us.
It is not hard to detect the sarcasm in your voices.
You'll be heading into New York near the harbor. Faustus is overseeing Hydra operations in the area. There must be something important down there if he's showing up personally. Stay focused, and try and keep a low profile. If you think Lilith's forces are corrupted, you don't want to meet the Port Authority.
Very temperamental after such a long journey. My beautiful, terrible girl will be free of confinement soon enough. Pray to unleash Mother's righteous fury upon her enemies. The weak, the ignorant, the unworthy. Exactly.
Well, that certainly looks familiar.
Dark magic. I can feel it, just like before.
Plus, he's boosted the gamma signature. Must be the new and improved Extra Evil model.
Ah, yes. Coming soon to a deserted dock near you.
So glad you discovered television.
Whatever this thing is, it's clearly important to Faustus.
And Lilith.
Which means it's worth a closer look.
Way ahead of you there.
Never surrender.
We've seen what those charges are capable of. Don't get cocky just because you've got Captain Marvel to fall back on.
No, please. Come. It's not so easy to dismiss this time around.
Really wish we could get this clown off our comms.
I'm sure Mr. Stark will get around to it eventually.
To the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
Not a problem. And what did we learn today?
Coward would hide.
They just don't know when to quit.
Once my device disintegrates, the great Captain will have no choice but to listen. That fool Crossbones will be forced to acknowledge my greatness. And Mother is so good. I deliver her your ashes.
Not as happy as I'll be when I deliver my fist to your face.
I feel stronger already.
Fair enough.
Wonder what the desertion rate is for Hydra lackeys.
This shouldn't take long.
We're back. No one gets away.
Is that really your best?
On Feltog responding.
My role as your mother's herald was foretold in the sacred pages of the Darkhold, Hunter. As was your return. Your very life was laid before me, as were the traitorous actions of the one you misguidedly called Caretaker. Has she told you of your true destiny, Hunter? Do you not wish to know? I can show you this.
And I can show you the true meaning of hell.
Strong words from the champion of the light. No wonder Kazom has taken such interest in your family.
Let's do it.
Not bad.
No more time to waste. Let us go.
Even you must have detected the latest modifications to my device, Captain Marvel. I'm afraid you'll find her energy is not so easily absorbed this time. No! Please! You cannot fail me!
Owed you one.
One?
Others will be done.
Typical.
For Hydra.
Suck yourself.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Sounds like busy work. Who's running the show here? Here we go.
So that's how that works.
I'm saving my energy so we use it. How much better can I get? Getting it done any way we know how.
This should be good.
Hunters in control of the situation.
I'm a little woozy.
They are being reinforced.
Protect us.
What? No great speeches, no musings from the Dark Book. Is the great Dr. Faustus at a loss for words?
Guessing the Darkhold doesn't have any spells for boosting your cardio. Let's grab this turkey before he makes it to the transport.
I have the targets in sight.
Oh, that? It was nothing.
Now's our chance. Take Faustus into custody before he can regain his bearings. Excellent. Hydra won't let us take him so easily, though. Stay alert.
Looks like they want to try a few more.
We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
Let's do it.
You had your chance.
proceed, right?
Alright, that hurt a little.
Damage from that infernal whip must have caused an error in the arming sequence. I know my adjustments should have tripled the disruptor's yield. The next time you will not be so fortunate.
Aw, it's almost cute how you think there'll be a next time. I'm on it. Ready up.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Here we go. I gotta say, the whole Hydra thing is pretty stale. Material? Try harder than that. You're wasting your energy.
You have your orders. Don't let them get so close.
There's that nice courageous spirit you've been talking so much about.
The move is one.
Our friend could use a hand.
Why isn't my transport ready? I said now, damn you!
Do I need to spell it out for you? You're finished.
The advantage is mine.
Powering up. Love the effort.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Is that all?
Now that was something.
We've done it. Excellent work.
No! I'm still here, you idiots!
Truly not your day, is it?
You think you scare me? I, who serves at the right hand of the Demon Mother, who hears the whispers of the Dark God Chthon, who was chosen to learn his secrets in the one true tome of creation. Do you really think I could be afraid of you?
Yeah.
What? You want to know?
Everything. Crossbones. Hydra's Black Ops division. You should see the files Steve's got on the guy.
Faustus must have outlived his usefulness to Hydra. And sadly, us.
Perhaps not. If decades of fighting the undead have taught me one thing, there's always an answer. Provided you dig deep enough.
Nice. Let's get that back to the Abbey. Only maybe wipe it down with a napkin first.
Well met.
Let me guess. Could not sleep. Starting to become a common theme here.
It was not always the case. The Abbey was once a different place. I was happy here once.
Now that is something I would like to see.
I suppose I have earned that. I have been extra me lately. For so many nights now, every time I close my eyes, all I see is Wanda, drowning within darkness, calling to me. I do not think I will ever sleep again. Not until we find her.
Losing a comrade is always traumatic. It is perfectly normal to dream about her.
I am not just dreaming about her. She is reaching out to me. I could feel her, Hunter. Hear her crying out for help as if she was in the same room. Such anguish in her voice. It's a sound I will never forget. Like me, you also have a connection to the darkness, Hunter. Don't you also hear it calling out to you in your dreams sometimes? Whispering secret things, dark things.
Yes. My mother. She visits me in my dreams.
I know. I have heard you call to her in your sleep. I simply did not expect you to be so honest.
I know she is trying to manipulate me, but there are times when I feel a longing within her emptiness that is difficult to ignore.
The others would not understand. Do not worry. Your secret is safe with me. Well, I guess I should get back to not sleeping and let you get some rest. Sweet dreams, Hunter.
Found your way back to me.
This is my dream. You came to me.
Are you sure about that? This new world suits you well. You look strong.
What is it you want?
To love you. To be there for you as a mother should.
Love. That word must burn your lips.
Burn? You have no idea. It is the only thing that fuels me. Everything I have done, everything I do, everything I will do is for you, child. Always for you. Can you honestly say the same about Sarah? Surrounding you with heroes who will gladly return you to your grave after you've exceeded your use.
Wait! Not this again!
Poor child. How did you end up so alone?
Another dream. This cannot be a coincidence.